Alright. Round 3. Getting this thing done. So, I've already opened this. Busted that out. There it is. I am used to the thing being a bit more down because the power supply is usually up there. But anyways, should be like that. Let's see if I can. Thank you, Quartz. I ain't gonna play with it too much. I believe that's in there. Okay. Already opened up this. And here's your MSI H97 Guard Pro motherboard. Military class. Ooh. Let's see here. 2 SATA ports there. There, a total of 6. There's my USB. Let's hope I connect that. Let's also make sure the battery is seated in there. I don't see anything to pull about making it work, so it should be good. There's your red, and your connections. And there's that pesky display port which fooled me. 4 USB, gigabit, 2 there, even an old PS2 port. Alright, so let's actually get this thing off. Usually helps if you do it the correct way. Magic removes. Haha! There we go. And what do I do with the screws? Come way over there. Oh no, it did come with a manual. Haha, that's right. Just a random thingamabobber. There. Let's see here, which ones are your case? Let's hope the other side is in something. There we go. Yes, blah, 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 blah. Where is your contents guide? Let's do it that way. Crud. This is so weird. It's not used to putting this up this high. It's gonna be a little weird. God, here we go. Well, I guess I actually gotta put it on there straight. Oh, you're under there, okay. Oh, yeah. What am I looking for? Should we go that one, or is this one? As usual, this one feels like it's like my go-to screwdriver. Okay, now to actually get the correct ones. I mean to tighten that. Oh, I did mean to bring my flashlight over, but oh well. Here, slowly. And last but not least, looks like they just went straight up the crud. I fudged on that one. Ah. Hold still, you wacky animal. There we go. Oh crud, did they put... Okay, that must mean need to stay on there. Okay, I thought they put something to peel off on there. It's like, you SOBs. Tight, but not too tight to crush the silicone. Of course, that one was laughable. Perfect. Should have popped one of those up, but oh well. Okay. So, let's get this party started. This is the Intel i3-4150 LGA 1150. Nicely lined up, but oh well. Cafe offer inside, yeah, right. Oh yeah, derp. Da. There it is, 3.50 gigahertz. I really should have come up with a better trash pile, and I think I also had a table to work with last time. I should possibly look at getting that back. Alright, that should just bolt right in there. And oh, look at that, already got some thermal paste on there. Well, stay. Which is why we have our 99% isopropyl, I think I said that wrong, maybe not, alcohol. We're going to clean that stuff off. And I had a microfiber towel. Here we go. And I actually had it set up to a nice clean spot on it. Which was... I think that's how I had it originally. I don't know if I poked this or not yet. I did not. Just as you're doing, splashing that around while looking down it. That was intelligent of me. This definitely would work better if I had that table near me, but oh well. Dun 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 dun. I think last time when I did mine, I had like the lower stuff, the 70% or something. Which, I mean, all things considered, isn't that terrible. It's just going to take a little while to dry out, so you need to be careful not to re-rub the stuff on the other parts. Not that it's going to do anything bad on the plastic. And of course, for this, you generally want to use a nice microfiber. We'll do that one last time on a brand new side that won't. Beautiful. So that portion of the competition is done, ladies and gents. So set that down there. Put our cap back on. Here we take this, and there should be, or is it on this guy here? Should be, there it is, that arrow, oops. That arrow to match. Oh, what? Well, that's lame. Should have a little arrow that matches that guy. Well, let's see, did they do... I just have to assume it's that there, because that's the biggest different one. Yeah, it looks like it is. Just basically taps on there. And sits. Now let's see here. Leave the cooler. Okay. Do. Oh, crap. I should have taken out this crappy packaging. And here's where we stab our hands, our fingers. This is your Tunic TX4. This is Banff stuff right here. if you can get to it. Bonus points if you do it without bleeding. Oh crap. I want to cut off the just the tip. Alright, let's see here. Nope, good, okay. I didn't bring my scissors over. Okay, so what do I do? There it is. Oh yeah. So we're just gonna use up some of this. Although this part here, I actually want to keep the case upright and sound. And before I do it, I want to triple check I got everything pretty much set up to where I want it to go. Okay, I don't actually care about that. That I haven't touched. Well, I mean, I touched the fans, but I don't really care about that. Okay, so we're going to take that bad boy, basically just right there. Let's double check things just to make sure they're right. They're right. I have no idea why I got that song stuck in my head, but I do. Don't care about that. Pump it down on those four. Alright, where did I do that? Okay, so what we're going to do is turn this off. Come over here, take it. No, this is what sucks. Huh? Let go. I, like everybody else, cannot wait for thermal paste to go away. There we go. Come here, you. Okay. This is the bomb. So we set that there. We take our nice heat sink. Okay, no, not that screwdriver. I need a... Could use a wider flat blade. Okay, now if I remember, this is where it gets like really weird. You have to twist these in a certain way, I think. Of course, it could just be... I think it goes out like that. Except you little fella. Oh, I'm still gonna have to. Come on. I swear, you never get lucky with these things. Oh, they've only got that going one way. Aw, sad face. Okay, this one may have to sit up just so it doesn't get in the way of the fan. Couldn't give you just a little bit more. No, no, no. I don't think there would be a good way for me to do it. I could try... going that way. There we go. Keep the wires tucked there. Use those 2 RAM slots. Boom. Alright, I will need one of those for later. And of course, the sucky part of all this is you never know if everything works until you've got a lot of it already hooked up. Let's get this fun part out of the way. I could use that, but I'll still push it down. Okay. Panel connector, USB, 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 USB. So, yes, I know what the USB 3 one is. It's this fun part here. Okay. So, would probably help if I was using the motherboard manual, but it's good to know both. Okay. I'm not sure I'm going back too far or... I think I went back too far. Okay. Fan power connectors. Okay. So it looks like it's that JFP1, JFP2. So JFP1 is the main one we really care about. And oh god, that's a I have a video on it I may have to check out because that's a horrible diagram. I don't, well, let's see here. No, okay, so that way there. Okay, alright, I think I got it now. Let's see here. I should probably actually identify the ones I need. Reset. Okay, so far these are coming up golden goose. Power switch, reset switch. Oh yes, the power LEDs, which are always fun. And my hard drive light. USB there. Okay. Alright, I wish I had Harry Potter's magic book thing that held books open or whatever. So the power switch and the power LED are gonna go there. Of course the power... no pin. So the no pin one's there. Where's my power switch? Not you, not you. I think I just grabbed you again. Not you, not you. You gotta be, yeah, you. Okay, so you. This is it. Nope. There should be 2 left. Yep, there we go. And then the one that goes next to it is my power LED. Which are you floaty guys right here. Okay. Let's see, looks like the negative then the positive, which is written on there nicely. I thought that one was just blank. Wait, which negative goes next to it? Man, this is just so tricky. With my eyesight, so it's hard to do, just the shadows and everything. I believe all those are solidly in there. And on the bottom we have our infamous reset switch. That's reserved, so this goes next to it, so there should be... Yep. And then that should leave my hard drive light right. Well, doesn't quite look even Steven, but looks like it's there. Well, this one claims that's... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Do I have... ground to spin. Speaker buzzer. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, haha. Probably, I kept looking down, I would have found that. That's USB, HD audio. Okay, your dead one's there, so you go in like that. And goes in like that. USB goes in like this. Oh yeah, they said there was a reason for red. What was that? I almost just want to use the second one. I did want to check something because I don't know if I can. I don't know. I was hoping to give you a freebie SD card reader, but I don't know if I can. Check it out later. Otherwise, I think I might just end up using that. I'll use 2 just because not only that one's a special charger with use their software, blah, 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 that just sounds like that could cause issues. What are the rest of these for? Oh, I will be pissed. No, this one ain't come with it. Although I've been seeing about those things there, yeah, those are actually pretty nice. Alright, So we got that fun done. Let's see here. Oh, I could put it there. Yeah. Alright, so we got the, and we actually don't have. That's weird. Must be if they're side by side. And here's our front USB 3. Wish this motherboard gave a little bit more support on the edge. For this side's, I think this is just a standard ATX. Okay, make sure that's on there. Wires, wires, wires. Look at zip tying those up. But I don't like to do that until I actually have everything all working. Let's get the... That's in here. I probably should put in there first, but oh well. I have to take out the motherboard. I gotta take out the motherboard. Okay, so this one here. Like this, right? Yep. So, let's get all that out the way. The downward mounting of the PSU. I have not ever done this before, which is why I covered the $5 to get this case instead of a different one, because I wanted to try it out. See how the wiring worked in comparison. Down there. It's supposed to be more cooler, which in turn means more efficiency, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I had a brain fart there for a second. Yeah, you're the one I want. I'm just gonna have me use the standard power supply. Yeah, just those. Which I think I threw all in here. You said, where's my screwdriver? There you are. Well, this will be easier or not. I mean, I guess I do have it. I suppose I could stand it up for this part. I'm not gonna hurt anything. Did I not give myself some? No, I did not. What the? Oh, there's another one. What's that make? They look about the same. Yeah, I need to get me a board so I can do more stable stuff. That's gonna be coming up next. Oh, oh, oh. That's anticlimactic, wasn't it? Oh, screws never ever line up, do ya? I feel like there's a weird little metal lip there. Okie dokie. I see. They're kind of nice. I really don't need to screw all these in so well, but I'll just get 3 in then. Again, kind of one of the nice things. You don't have to worry about it falling on your system at all. It's already at the bottom. Oh, it did give you a little speaker. I'd love to throw that in there too. Any other goodies you're hiding on me in here? Box of wonders. Alright. Alright, parts in there. Oh. I was like, say what? Alright. Let's do some of this here. Before we get too far along, let's just see if it'll do everything spins. I don't know if having the RAM in there first or if I should do that first. Try having the RAM in there. Now again, I should consult my manual so you can see what they want. Okay, well, yes, that's how it's installed, but is there... Oh, it's mounting screw holes. Here we go. Okay, DIMM 1, DIMM 2. Oh. So I want me to use DIMM 2 and DIMM 4. Okay. It should be. Different numbers on them. Don't see any, but I'm assuming you're going like that. So yeah, it must be you and you they want to do. From the looks of it. Okay. And that is 8 gigs of some very nice RAM, G-Skill. I love G-Skill. This is a Raid Max 530 watt power supply. Not a beast, but for your purposes and everything, that should be in the opposition. For your purposes, it should be perfectly fine. Except for that, remember, it has the big blue light on the back. Let's see here. Although during this video, more likely you won't see. I'm going to put a couple extra fans in there that I've got it from the other cases. I don't know if I'll video those because those are just going to be a lot of me grunting and trying to get them into the right spot. So not going to be that exciting there. But Oh, what should we do next? Let's get you plugged in. Let's try. I think this breaks in case you don't need it. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to go over is gonna be the best. Not quite pretty, but if I go under, that's gonna be causing issues when trying to sometimes get to the SATA ports. Man, I really wish they would support that more on that side. Let's see here. Which ones are you? Now this is where I was gonna get a little worried. But it looks like they don't make it up there. I just gotta make sure I get put them in right, which I really. You can see the clip there. Let's see here. So I put that in. It's gotta be it. I could use a prettier picture of that though. Yeah, that's not. What the hell are you installing there? Alright, I don't know what that is. That's the crappy picture they're gonna give you? I almost tried to turn that on like it was my flashlight. What did I do? There they are. I think it goes like that. Yes, are you too good for your home? There we go. I think that one snapped into place now. Cord's a little bit more in the way, I'd say this way, but nothing unmanageable. All right. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at some more couple parts here. That's the hard, or this we care about, that we don't care about right now. So those two, that let's see here. I guess let's get the card. Now, as you can see here, hopefully right there it says DisplayPort. That tricked me because when I originally went for it, I thought it said I thought it was HDMI port because I didn't realize they were putting display ports in like that. That's just weird. So I'm going to be installing a graphics card here, one that I actually gave to you a little while ago. Or did I? Yeah, I think I tried to. Alright, now where should we put this? I won't say lower would be better, but that gives a little bit more for that. So, you, good sir, I actually do like, but I need you. Oh, G-Skill. I need you to be untwisted. I'm gonna go down here. Actually, let's see here. So this one here, looks like it will bust out that guy there. Correcto. I hate it when these things are a pain in the butt. Oh, correcto wrong though. Might snap off. No. Correcto mundo. Really isn't that big of a deal if it did pop off. I guess maybe a little bit of, if you're really stung up on aesthetics. Let's get this. And unfortunately, this is the one I kind of modified to get to fit into that other case. me see if I can. Well, it ain't pretty. Alright, let's try it again. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I believe that's all in there, what I can tell. Every time I open it, too, just the flathead, or not. Well, not you. The one that I kept grabbing all the time when I wanted to. Ooh, kind of riding my ears a little bit there. Oops. So now we take this, get that in there. Screw that in there nice and tight. Make sure it didn't lift anything out, which it shouldn't have. Okay. HDMI, thing of booty. Beauty, booty, booty. Also, I should have... Oh, crud. I just looked up what kind of card this is, too. There it is. HD 5450 graphics card. Nothing fancy, but like I said, since I goofed on on that little part there, not that I couldn't figure something out, or I think you can get a cable to convert it over, or you could do DVI to HDMI, which they claim on their site that it doesn't transfer audio yet. I have mine, I'm able to do that with my system, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Either way, that should take care of it. Now we got HDMI back. I'm not going to hook up too much else except for, and this I'm very excited about. Look at that. The Samsung SSD 850 Pro. They're brand new with the VNAN or vertical NAN memory. I believe this has like a, yep, there it is, 10-year warranty. This thing is supposed to have a just friggin' awesome life expectancy. Speed-wise is gonna, I mean, it's gonna be amazingly fast, but at this point here, we've pretty much saturated the port. So unless you start going to your express card installs, we need to get set up 4 out there essentially. Oh, look at that beautiful thing. There's that. And I love this. Oh, that's so nice. I'm not gonna really go nuts with this. To be honest with you, I'm actually just gonna put one in there. I don't want to put one in there, but I don't. Let's see how well this actually holds it. Oh. Okay. Never mind. Oh, I guess screw it in. If it was a hard drive, you'd want to screw it in because hard drives actually vibrate. This has no moving parts, so you really don't need to do that. This felt the. Just because this is going to go traveling, I'm going to put a screw in there. And it might need to travel back for any issues, so I'll put one in there just to make sure it doesn't go nowhere. Let's see here. I guess I could do it. Alright. I'll do it that way then. And I lost the screw. There we go. Alright. Well, at this point here, I think I'm going to pause it and go do a quick test. Trying to think of how I can do the test the easiest way. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so this is going to be the wrap-up of the install. And then once I get these last few components installed, it is then time for the software install part. Now, originally I decided to do it this way. Oh, that nice little flick I just did there. But I changed my mind. Since this is a brand new system, blah, 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 I'm not going to have as much time to test it due to the case issue that put this whole thing build way behind. I am going to do it this way. That way you don't have to go mucking around with any cord or trying to dig stuff up or figure out where it is or take off the other side of the case depending on where you got it or how you got it set up. Because as I know that's a huge pain, so hopefully I should be able to just hook it up through this way. It won't be quite as pretty on the inside, but it'll do the job for now. So that is installed there. Oh, let's go ahead. This is your 1 terabyte of storage. I actually went with the blue instead of the green. Mainly just because. I know the greens do have some of the issues with the parking of heads and stuff. Oh, that's a screw. Where they can overpark them and cause issues. So if you're out there on the side of caution, we doesn't get you a nice blue. Or is it one of those that you... Oh, this is a... oh, okay. Well, that seems odd. Oh, I should open the right spot here. Oh, you're going to force me to put it in that way, aren't you? I think it's forcing me to go. Let me see this. Yeah, because that's where those holes line up. USOBs. Well, they really... Yeesh. I'm so afraid I'm going to snap this. Can I, like... Well, that's just lemurs. Is there any way I can, like... No, you're gonna make me open up the side of the case. Well, I'm gonna be so angry if this thing breaks. Alright, well, looks like I went the one on the side of the case. But we're still gonna leave the other one like that, unless it forces me to in some other way. Just because, again, worst case scenario, if something does go wrong, 50 to be shot, you have to move that one. Okay, so, in fact, let's get, oh, this is going to be, one, two, this always sucks, that you always got to end up doing just a little bit more than you need. Fudge. Alright, I'm going to have to turn that around. Because that's going to be where the power ends up working. Let's see here. This ain't going to be up that high. I can almost just make... Get this one here. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Oh, that's right. It actually recommended using a screw for this. Alright. I suppose we should go and get them hooked up. Oh, is this? Oh, nice. Thumb screws on both. Okay. That's right. I'm getting rid of these right angle ones. Please get back in your box. This is nice. That's just a straight. And there. Oh, I should actually double check something here. Let's make sure that they don't have boot specific ports, which is always fun to find out that you have after dealing with non-booting issues for a while. USB 2, DVI, DisplayPort. Okay, where's the thing where it shows plugging in a hard drive? Here's how to plug in a hard drive. Yep. So it looks like we don't have any. Okay. Yeah, trust me, that's real fun when you can't figure out why you're not booting, Oh! It has boot-specific ones. How quaint. We should be able to just go. I believe that got in there. So it looks like red is your storage. Black is your main. So that's 120 gig. Like I said, SSD, the 850 Pro, very, very nice. This is your standard Western Digital, awesome place. 1 terabyte drive for your storage needs that you want. Again, I do highly recommend getting some type of backup for that, because as someone who has lost data twice in a row from 2 different types of hard drives, it does suck not to have a backup. And then it feels awesomely great when you go, oh my god, it screwed up. Oh, but I got a backup. Okay. And last, and kind of least, the archaic DVD. I should say physical drive. These things, at some point, go obsolete. It's going to be a while. I still keep them. I mean, on my main rig, I still run one. Laptop, I do not. Although I need to get a little drive just for when I need them. But there it is, Samsung. Burns, DVDs, CDs, dual layer, blah blah blah. That's Samsung. Not. What else can you say about them? Oh yeah, actually, I got one more thing to do real quick here. I forgot about this. Let's see. Is it you? It's you. Also, when you go for power supplies, again, I always recommend getting yourself a modular one. That's why there's not 8 billion more wires here, because this is modular. This is going to be the one where it's like, oh, this isn't too bad. Stop wiggling on me. And no, wiggle of that ain't bad. Again, it's not going to vibrate. This was on a truck or something. I mean, I guess we don't stop it again. It's still NAND memory, and you still need to be somewhat delicate with it, so. Alright, so there we go. Got their power. And we're going to put the backing on this. Just to help so we don't put too much pressure on any of it. Just going to get under some there. And of course, as you can see, my jubilation and wonder. Let me look at that. That's why I love these thumb things. Even mine too. Some of these might not, especially depending on cord and stuff, kind of push these out. Some of these holes can be not the best drilled. Again, this is a cheapy case. Don't get me wrong, a nice one. So far, I would recommend, was this the Tesseract? I could remember the instructions. Yeah, the Tesseract. I would certainly so far recommend this as a budget case. Plenty of spots for fans, nice mesh. Definitely recommend as a budget case. Let's see here. Okay. Although, as people mentioned up here, I don't know why this is a poor design choice, but you can't really use the top bay slot. Trying to think which one would be. I'll go with that one. Which one's that? Yeah, that one there. Hello! Pops right out. And you want to keep this, as you can see, if you want, say you're sick of it and you want to move it up or you want to get rid of it, you can then put this back on and then, you know, remove that one. Of course, then later if you remove that one, you just move it down, whatever. Or you want to add another DVD drive for some reason, or Blu-ray, or blah, 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 SD card thing for some reason. Whatever, you got room. Not a lot, unfortunately. Alright. In fact, oops. Yeah, there's where your SD card would go, which unfortunately the one I have will not work with this motherboard. Alright. So, I believe, let's see here. Head scratcher. Enjoy the cool life. That's right, it even has the water cooling grommet set for it too. Yeah, push it in there, therefore put. Okay. Unlock, lock, unlock, lock, unlock. Ah. Oh, crud. Alright, well, I guess I put this back on a bit prematurely. Oh, listen to the starving kitty. I don't know if the microphone can pick that up or not. She's just so starving. She hasn't eaten in hours. Just hours. Seriously? This... Hopefully this fits. I have had some of these be where like it gets a little... You have to recess it or it sticks out a little bit. Alright. So, now we put this back on. make sure that lip isn't in the way. But I'll do that when I test out one way or the other when I do the updates. Keep in mind, you lose those, they're pretty easy to replace. Not the biggest deal, you only got one in, as long as it's pretty much closed. I've had plenty of systems where I just got the one put in. Okay. So, basically, I like this right angle one. Use pretty much whatever this is because, well, actually, let's get it plugged in first, since that looks like that'll be easier to deal with. Plug that in there, then we take our SATA whatever cable here. Pop that in there. Little tight here, I'll say, for the case. Again, budget case. Whatever, it's in there. Alright. So, whew, 530 watt power supply. I believe this has a gigabyte of RAM on it. I believe. ATI card. Your i3 stock heatsink and fan, and with the Tunix TX4 thermal paste, 8 gigs. I don't remember the speed out top of my head. Yeah, 1600. 8 gigs of 1600. G-Scale RAM. With the nice heat spreaders on them. Your Samsung DVD/CD writer, max speeds at this point, standard specs for any of them at this point. This isn't 10 years ago. Yeah, you know, nowadays they pretty much just make one kind. Your 850 VNAND Samsung Pro, the nice one. 120 gigabyte SSD drive. Your 1 terabyte Western Digital hard drive, the blue. Yeah. Oh, and the MSI H97 Intel motherboard. And of course the Tesseract case which it came in. And so far, like I said, for a budget case, I am definitely digging. Okay. So at this point here, I am done with the build. The only thing I still have to do is the fans, but I'm not going to waste any more time since you want to get this by the weekend. I'd like to get out there as soon as we can. I know the weekend is the goal, so I will videotape doing that later. So I got to go through and gun them from some of the other ones. Basically, it's just going to be zip, 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 and connect to. They're going to connect. Well, actually, you can do it that way. Basically, connect to this guy here. The old Molex type. It'll be that, or some of them, depending on what they are, might be able to connect to like some of the onboard ones. But yeah, I have a few more fans in here. So what's actually metal is in there? At this point here, pretty much up next will be the OS installation. That part, for the most part, I probably won't be doing showing a lot on the YouTube spot. That'll be more just for your copy of it. Mainly because it's going to be like putting in serial keys and some security stuff and generally advertising isn't the best thing to do overall. But I'll still make that, and like I said, I'll just leave that out, but I'll give you, you'll have it for the full copy. But regardless, this is what your PCs will look like. I'll try and straighten up the cords a little bit. They're cords, there's only so much you do, again, this case size and everything else like that, so, but again, what you're doing, you're not going to be generating a lot of heat. They're not going to be a problem at all. And this has enough breathing room, you'll be perfectly fine. But this is what it looks like, regardless of if any parts break or anything like that. So I'll just be returning them and getting the same one back and doing exactly what we saw. So, but yeah, at this point here, this is where it's going to go on to the software side, and really get to test it out. All right.